Hello everyone, and welcome to my new Let's Play. Final Fantasy IV. Now, there's a few things I want to get out of the way before I start this Let's Play. First of all, I'm playing the Game Boy Advance version of this game, which adds several post-game things, including a whole new dungeon with lots of incredibly difficult bosses. Now, I've beaten this game, the main story. I have not gone through any of the post-game, and I will be covering everything in this Let's Play. I will be covering all the post-game stuff and the whole main story. And no, go away. I will also be trying to get every single monster into the bestiary, and I will be pointing out where there are certain monsters that you can only get during a particular point in time. There are certain enemies that are only available at certain points in the game. There are points that you can only go to once or twice in the game. However, with the addition of one of the dungeons at the end of the game, you are able to fight a lot of them. However, there's still some that you want to get. I will also be trying to get every treasure chest, and no, go away demo, or the intro scene. Anyways, Final Fantasy IV is a game that I really enjoy, and it's a game that is very well made. As you may notice, excuse me, as you may notice, a lot of the sound effects and stuff are updated for this version. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Captain, we'll arrive at Baron shortly. Cecil, very well. The captain seems kinda down. After what we did, who wouldn't be? Orders are orders, but killing innocent people to get the crystals isn't right. The Red Wings are supposed to protect people, not harm them. That's enough! But Captain, surely you don't condone what we've done. All of you listen well. The raid on Mysidia was imperative. His Majesty and his council concluded that the Mysidians and our broad knowledge of the crystals pose a serious threat to our kingdom. Excuse me. For a Baron to prosper, we need the crystals. As soldiers of the Royal Air Force, we must achieve this by whatever means necessary. Captain. Captain, monster sighted dead ahead. Prepare for battle. These just serve as little intro fights. Just letting you know, but Cecil is not going to be this strong when we get control of him. And nor is he going to have that attack. Are you alright? We've got more hostiles. Damnation. Again, we won't have this move either. It's actually not a move, but more specifically, it's an item. All accounted for, sir. You've been encountering a surprising number of monsters lately. Could it be some kind of omen? Captain, we are now over Baron. Very well. Prepare for landing. Anyways, I know I said I would do Pokemon Emerald next, but I decided that I like this game so much that I'm going to do this game first, and then I'll do Pokemon Emerald after. Bygone. Well done, so the crystal's now ours. Cecil, my city has put up no resistance. In fact, they were completely helpless. Is this pity I perceive? Come, Captain, His Majesty awaits. And we get led through this castle. If you excuse me, Captain, I must speak to His Majesty in private. Please wait here. Your Majesty, I'm afraid Cecil can no longer be trusted. He clearly questions your authority. I suspected as much. It matters not so long as I obtain the crystals. Send him in. Yes, Your Majesty. Captain, His Majesty summons you. The Kingdom of Baron hails your return. May I have the crystal? Yes, Your Majesty. Hand it over the water crystal. So this is a crystal. What splendor. You are dismissed, Cecil. Your Majesty! And they all turn around. Yes? Captain, what is it? Your Majesty, forgive me, but what are your intentions? My men are confused and displeased. And you? Do you question my command? No, I only ask. Silence! Dissension only leads to treason, and that I will not tolerate. I hereby relieve you of your command of the Red Wings. Your Majesty. Now I charge you with another duty. Slay the Phantom Beast and infest this valley and deliver this bomb ring to the village of Mist. That doesn't sound right. You leave tomorrow, at first light. Cain, Your Majesty, I beg you to reconsider. Cecil has done no wrong. You insolent cur, how dare you barge in here? If you're so concerned about him, you may accompany him. Now take the ring and be gone. Receive the bomb ring, Your Majesty. I'm sorry, Cain. Once we have completed the mission, the king is bound to forgive us both. We'll be able to join the Red Wings in no time. Get some rest. Leave tomorrow's preparations to me. And now, after that long opening sequence, we now have control over Cecil. Now, controls in this game are fairly simple. D-pad on the Game Boy Advance is how you move around. Start is how you go into your menu, and then there are all these options which a lot of them we won't be able to deal with for a while. You can see Cecil's equipment, you can see his status. Cecil, D-Knight, right-handed. Now, Cecil is a Dark Knight, and I will get more into that at a later point in time. But for now, what you want to do is you can go around and talk to all the people if you want, but I don't really need to. What you want to do is head over here, down one screen to the right, and press this little button on the wall. You'll get 480 gil, an ether, and a tent. After you do that, you can explore around more if you want. However, there's nothing really else you can do. You can come over here and talk to this guard. It says, Baron's sacred treasures rest within these walls. Access to that chamber is forbidden. And if you continue on, this guard is blocking this tower. I'm fairly certain that is something we're going to have to do later, but I'm not fairly positive, because the last time I played this game was quite a while ago. Oh yeah, if you exit here, down into this little courtyard area, pull this little ring pull thing, and open the doors back. What you want to do is you want to head to the left up these stairs, left down these stairs, and you'll get this cutscene. Rosa, Cecil! Thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried. You left on such short notice. We're fine. I wish I could say the same for the Mystidians we slaughtered. Cecil! I'll visit you later, okay? Very well. About the voices that I'm going to do for each character, I'm not really planning on reading the text for the whole entire game, because there's a lot of text in this game. So I'll just do it for this episode, and then I'll stop doing that next episode. Or I'll decide between this episode and next. Well, look who's back. Rosa was worried sick about you. He waves, and then he jumps up, and then he goes down the stairs. Don't you ever worry her like that again, you hear? So how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons wrecked them of something awful. Hey kid, hey, what's the matter with you, kiddo? Well... What? The king demoted you? What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. What's come over the king? He's an acting peculiar. He ordered me to build an airship that he can use to slaughter people. Everyone's worried about His Majesty. Anywho, be careful out there. Make short work of that mission and get back safe. Well, I have to start heading home or my daughter is going to kill me. You can go up the stairs where Sid was, but there's nothing up there. Really, all you want to do is head over here and talk to this lady here. I've changed your seats, sir. I hope here you are to depart early tomorrow morning. Good night. And now we're in Cecil's chambers. Just approach the bed and... What's happened to the king? He covers the crystals as though he's possessed, and he'll resort to any means to get them. Nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Cain and me like his very own? The chivalrous knight whom I adored and admired since childhood. I will not betray him. I can't. Cecil. What's going on? You just returned from my city, and now you must journey afar to battle this phantom beast? You're acting very strange. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Cecil, look at me. In my city, we killed innocent people to steal their crystal. It was horrible. I suppose this is my fate as a dark knight. Soon I won't even feel remorse for my actions. You and I both know that would never happen. Still, I can't defy the king. I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. The Cecil I love. You leave for Miss early tomorrow, right? Yes, but don't worry, Kane's coming too. I'll be fine, trust me. Please come back to me in one piece. Thank you, Rosa. Though as a dark knight, you know we can never be together. Jeez, he's a downer. So, are you ready for some real combat? Always. Lead the way. And here we go. We set out on our adventure. And after that scene, we now get control of Cecil again. Now, Kane is a dragoon, and he's a pretty good character. One thing I do want to point out is that the amount of experience that Kane needs is much greater than Cecil. Another thing I want to point out is the leveling system is a little strange in terms of the stats you gain. It shouldn't affect your most of your stat gains until late game, but just keep that in mind that your stats may differ from mine. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we will start and head out towards Mist. So until next time, this has been Razorflamekun, and may all of your days shine brightly.